What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of A Spark Ignited. I am your host, Danielle Nicole, and I am so excited you guys decided to join me today. Now, if you're watching this today, if you're listening to it today, you are listening on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to you. And if you are watching it, it is Christmas Day, you guys. Nonetheless, I'm so excited that you guys decided to join me on Christmas. This holiday season really did fly by. Cannot believe that it's here. Like, Christmas time is such a special and magical time, and it's one that I just really sit, reflect, thank God for all the blessings that I have in my life, whether I have them now or they're on their way. But what God has done for me just in the moment, just in today, me breathing, still being alive to make a difference, still being alive to impact lives, still being alive to just be one with Him, be one with my family, be one with friends, and just be one with myself, you guys. So Merry Christmas to you guys. We're going to talk about what Christmas means to me. It actually is one of my favorite holidays because me and your girl, I have the best relationship with God that I have ever had in my life. I'm so close to Him. We have such an amazing relationship. And to me, this holiday is just all about Christ and what He has done for me and all of us, and just really sitting in gratitude, just knowing that things could always be worse. But here I am today, alive and well, and seeing another Christmas, my 41st one. So sit back and relax, and let's dive in, you guys.
Welcome to A Spark Ignited. I'm your host, Danielle Nicole Ramsey, here to help you light up your life with inspiration, real talk, and a whole lot of fun. It's time to ignite the spark within you and dive into the stories and wisdom that'll keep you moving forward. Let's make some magic happen.
Now, as I talk about what Christmas means to me, it just makes me think of my childhood Christmas and how it made me feel, and the traditions that we carried as a family, and, just all the magic that my mom created during that time and season for us. I just remember my mom always having a real Christmas tree. If you are tuned into my Vlogmas, you would have heard this part of my story already, but she loved a real Christmas tree. She loved to decorate the tree. She let me and my sister decorate it with her a little later in life because my mom loves decor. She loves to decorate, make things pretty and sparkly and special, and she still holds that touch today. And she passed it to both her daughters. Now we love to decorate it, make things extra pretty and things like that. But when I think about what my mom created as a mother today, and knowing everything that I know now, my mother created magic for my sister and I. We were always getting everything that we wanted. Sometimes they would fool us and wrap up empty boxes just so it looks super full, which is crazy. But I understood she just wanted the look and feel to just be extra special and, magical for us. But we always got what we wanted for Christmas. My mom always made a big old great meal, and our family would come over. My great grandmother would come over every year. Something we used to do, we used to record our Christmases on VHS. And I'm hoping that someone still has those because I haven't seen them in years. But we used to just record the day, record us cooking, record us opening gifts, taking lots of pictures, making sure that we recorded my great-grandmother so we could play it back for her later on and she could see herself on the TV screen, which was just wild to her at that time because she's like, how am I on TV? It was such a special, special time. And I'll always cherish those memories that my mother created for us, just always playing Santa, Mrs. Claus. And she delivered. She is just such a special lady in my life. And even to this day, she'll do anything for her daughters within her reach and power. And it has allowed me to grow up to be that type of mother for my daughter. I love just getting her everything that I can because she's such a good girl. She is so deserving, and I'm just so proud of her all the time that it's hard to not spoil her because I feel like she deserves it. And that's how my mom is with us. She may not have had everything that we wanted But we always had everything that we needed, and she definitely spoiled us with love and attention and, care and things like that. It's very emotional to talk about. Try not to cry on camera, if it happens, it happens. But when I sit and think about it, I'm very happy to have those memories. And, watching Home Alone, that's one that we always did every year. I still do it to this day. Like I said, just cooking together and just loving on each other and knowing that Jesus is the reason for the season. My mom taught us that at a very young age. And I taught my daughter that as well. So just thinking about Christmas, and my mom was one of those moms that she always got her nieces and nephews gifts as well. Wow. I don't have nieces and nephews, but I can't, whenever that day does happen, if it does happen, I can't wait to spoil them with, gifts and love and all of that type of thing, and be that type of aunt that I see my sister being to my daughter. She's wonderful to her, and she's that type of aunt the way my mom was, always showering my daughter with gifts. So one day it'll be my turn and I'll get to do that too. But until then, I'm just showering my daughter with all the love, because that's my baby, and I love to get her whatever I can, but also just reminding her, the reason for the season as well. Because it's easy for kids to get caught up in gifts and Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, the North Pole, good list, naughty list, all of that kind of thing, which is really cute. But I just always want her to be mindful of the season and to thank God for allowing her to wake up, giving her life and giving her a purpose in this life. And, just really, being in gratitude of just being able to see another Christmas. It's just so important. So if you guys do that, I know you probably do. We kind of grew up in that era where we all went to church and, praise God and, had a great time. But things are a little different these days. We watch it online, but nonetheless, we still give him praise and honor. So looking back at my childhood and Christmas, it's very, very touching, heartwarming, and I'm thankful for it. When I think about this holiday season and just how blessed I am to have had almost 41, because I still got to make it there, but 40 wonderful Christmases, no matter what it looked like, I'll always be reminded how much I'm loved on that day. And I can't help but to think about that not everyone's story is that way. So around this season, and I haven't seen it lately, which I'm super happy about and proud of, because I feel like us as people, we're getting more intentional about being kind to others and being empathetic to what another person may be experiencing or going through, because sometimes you may not know it, but you may cross paths with someone who lost someone that they love, and this is their first Christmas without them. Or someone may have lost a job and could barely make ends meet, so they can't really create the Christmas that they're used to. Or the homeless, how, they are out on the street and it's cold and this is how they're spending their Christmas. We have to be mindful that just because we live the life that we live, that we assume that everyone else is living that way and they're fine. That is not the case. So we have to make sure that we are mindful in practicing being kind to others, being loving, just being human and allowing people to just be where they are in life, and we are still celebrating them in some way, shape, or form, or we are there for them in the way they need us to be there for them, because the holidays are a hard time, as magical as it is and as wonderful and fun as it is, it's still a very hard time for a lot of people. So I want to remind you guys to just be there for people. Understand that we are all walking a different path and experiencing different emotions around this time. So remember to be kind. As I sit and think about, my childhood Christmas and, thinking about the less fortunate around this time, or people that have lost loved ones, or just this season just being hard for people, because the wintertime is known as seasonal depression season. So as happy as a lot of us are, there are some people experiencing such hardship and sadness and things like that. I really want to make it a point to be intentional just about spreading love, because I know that I touched on this in the last segment, but it's just something that I can't skip over. We live in a world right now where everything is funny and we make a joke out of everything. Or we live in a world where we get on social media and everyone looks fine. And, the picture that's painted is everything is okay. I just want to invite you all to remember that everything that you see isn't what it seems. None of us are really going to highlight our down times and challenging times and the things that we're going through. That's why it's so important that we have to just be good to people and be kind to people and be loving and get outside yourself and think about someone else. I don't care how big or small that it is. It's just so important that you do it. Don't just talk about it. Don't just repost a post. Actually be someone that does something to impact someone else's life, to make them feel better, seen, heard, whatever it is that you can do, especially during this time and in this season. This is the hardest season of the year. So be mindful that just because everything looks as if it's fine, know in your heart and soul that you have the power to create a huge and loving impact on someone's life just by being kind to them, being good to them, offering words of encouragement, all the things. Okay, so I cannot stress that more. In this season, be good to people. Okay, now that I have that covered, it was just very important that I talked about that. I want to talk about some cool things that we can do, some new traditions that we can all implement into our lives with our family and friends. Now, something I want to do, like I was mentioning before on Vlogmas, I'm so used to having like the Thanksgiving kind of dinner with Christmas dinner. I'm doing something different with my family this year. We're going to do either Mexican feast or a seafood boil or something like that. Something completely different. I just want to do something different every year for Christmas. Like, I don't want it to look and feel the same. The way that we create the magic that Christmas used to feel like when we were kids is that we create the magic. We are the new adults. Okay. I know it's hard to believe, and we're so used to looking to our moms and aunts and dads and uncles for all the magic. But they are older now. They're looking to us now to take care of them in the way that they took care of us. We create the magic now. So I'm looking forward to, having my mom and dad come to my home and I cook a great meal for them that they can enjoy. I really do look forward to that. And then some things I want to do, like bake cookies, make brownies, have karaoke where we just have Christmas music that we sing and have a good time. It's just so many great things that we could do on Christmas where it's just not the same old mundane Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas movie and call it a day. Yes, watch your Christmas movie. Home Alone is a must now. I'm not saying don't do that, or whatever movie you like. But implement some new things. Start some new traditions. Our elders are looking to us to do that. They probably are so disappointed. We are so lazy and whack and bland and just blah. We got to get different. I feel like my sister's generation is a little bit more festive than my generation. My generation, we need to step it up. And I can't speak for you guys, but I'm going to step it up for my family and for the elders in my life because they deserve that. They always brought the magic to us. It's now time for us to bring the magic to them. Now, I know a lot of the things that I'm mentioning in this video probably can't be implemented this year, although, this video will be out early on Christmas Day, and you are listening to it on Christmas Eve if you're streaming it. So you still have time to make some magic happen, okay? But all is not lost. If anything, carry what I'm saying into 2025 and start these new traditions. However, I'm just really looking forward to creating my new normal. In my new normal, I'm going to start implementing traveling into my new normal for Christmas. I want to go out the country every year, Lord willing. If he allows me to go, I'm going. I'm ready to spread my wings. I'm ready to do some things different in life, and I'm just ready to just not follow the same old footsteps, like I'm all about just changing my way of thinking and doing and being and outlook and perspective and routine, and just really opening up a brand new side that I haven't even seen yet, and that's going to be a part of my Christmas, going to a different country. Anything else, you guys, just make sure you have the most incredible day possible. Create new traditions with your family. Keep some of the old ones because they are the ones that shaped us to be who we are today. And just love on your family and friends. I hope and pray you guys have the most amazing Christmas today. Give Jesus his love. Thank God for having you here and waking you up to see another Christmas. And just be in a state of gratitude that the Lord saw fit to have you here yet another year. Merry Christmas, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, you can get me every Tuesday, which next Tuesday is New Year's Eve. We are gearing up for another year. Man, how this year has flown by. So every Tuesday, wherever you get your podcast, every Wednesday on for you to get your visual on YouTube. You guys, again, have a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into A Spark Ignited. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs inspiration. Remember, the spark you need is already within you. Keep fanning the flame. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.